Hello, I'm Mark Farmer. I'm Chief Executive of Cast Consultancy and the author of Modernise or Die, a report published last year by the Construction Leadership Council at the request of the UK Government into the future of the UK construction sector. Construction Scotland Innovation Centre and I wholeheartedly agree on one thing, and that is, as an industry, we need to change how we deliver, because carrying on as we are is just not an option anymore. Why do I say that? Well, my report talked about various what I call symptoms of failure that our industry is experiencing. Many of them have been covered and well rehearsed many times before, but it's important to look at some of the issues that we are facing as a sector. Those issues include problems around low productivity, structural fragmentation, very low levels of research and development and investment, and probably more worryingly, as a new issue for us that is coming over the horizon, an unprecedented skills and resourcing crisis. And all of that is exacerbated by the fact that we have a huge image problem. In the war for talent, we're not winning, and we need to reform how we actually represent ourselves to young kids. A recent YouGov poll suggested that 2/3 of young Brits would not even consider a career in the construction industry, and that's something that we have to change. So what are the potential solutions? Well, I think there's 4 key themes that we need to address. The first theme for me is the most important, and it's actually reforming our basic delivery model. We need to move on-site processes to off-site environments. We need to increase the pre-manufactured value content of our construction projects. It's the only way in which we'll improve our productivity. It's the only way in which we'll increase certainty over quality and deal with some of the systemic failings that we're experiencing at the moment. And alongside that, there's 3 other key enablers that sit with that. The first is we need to better integrate our processes. We need to collaborate. We need to be coming together as an industry in a much closer fashion. We need to have the industry supply chain, clients of the industry, and government supporting us in a way that enables us to work closer together, to be more transparent about work volumes, and to drive that innovation and that thinking of how we're going to do things differently. The next enabler is technology. It's very clear to me that any move to off-site manufacturing is not just about building traditionally in a shed. We need to physically embrace digitisation in our industry in a way that enables us to improve productivity by using machinery, robotics, all sorts of different ways in which we can physically deliver the off-site content that we so desperately need. And really the last element is the glue that holds all of that together. And for me, that's all about skills and training. So we can talk about off-site manufacturing, we can talk about technology, we can talk about collaboration and integration, but unless we have the people that are appropriately trained in the right skills and techniques for the future, we will fail on all counts. So what is CSIC doing to address all of those issues? Well, I'm really encouraged to see the great work that Stephen Good and his team are carrying out to embrace all of those challenges and embrace some of the opportunities as well. So if I start perhaps with the Profit Through Productivity programme, for me, there's been lots of discussion in recent weeks and months about main contractors either losing money or operating on very thin margins. For me, the solution is not just to put prices up. Construction costs in the UK are already too expensive, and we face the real risk of pricing ourselves out of the market and reducing our end demand. We have to fund profitability through productivity. So the fact that CSIC has recognised this and is working towards that as a strategic aim, I think for me is critically important. It's also fantastic to see CSIC in conjunction with Scottish Enterprise working with a consortium of progressive Scottish off-site manufacturers to look at how they can improve in a collaborative fashion their technical approach to delivering, and also most importantly how they approach the market and taking products to market in a way that will drive scale and opportunity for them. In terms of collaboration, the work that CSIC is doing in conjunction with academia, with the public sector, with various FE colleges now, I think it's critically important in terms of creating that glue that I referenced around addressing the skills and training problems that we have. And also the work that CSIC is doing around BIM training, digital technologies being applied to projects which are now starting to happen in Scotland is massively encouraging, and the role that's being played is very important in that. So I think, in summary, the Scottish construction industry is very fortunate to have access to CSIC. I think it creates a massive opportunity and a potential catalyst to embrace modernisation in a way that makes sense and has context for businesses of all different shapes and sizes, to have access to a team of people that can help you on a journey through innovative R&D, collaborative working, testing ideas. And now with the Innovation Factory, ram-packed full of state-of-the-art equipment, whether it be computer-aided manufacturing machinery or robotics, you can now put some of that theory into practice, which is a great opportunity. So in closing, as I've said, I don't think we have a choice anymore in terms of our industry having to embrace change. If we carry on as we are, I think we're doomed to failure. I think we're struggling to achieve the levels of transformation we've seen in other industries, and we now have got to a point where we have to replicate that. And I think if you're going to be a business that's fit for the future and is sustainable in the long term, you need to think very seriously about engaging with CSIC as part of your transformation process, where I've got no doubt they can help you on that journey. Thank you for listening.